Assalamu alaikum, my dear sisters. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam mentioned, the most beloved of you to Allah is the one with good manners. So if we want to be loved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we need to have good manners. And from these good manners is the quality of forgiveness. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam mentioned, if you want mercy, show mercy to others. If you forgive others, Allah will forgive you. So if we want forgiveness for Allah, again, we learn this from our beloved Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He even forgave those who murdered his family members. He had a great uncle called Hamza. Hamza was a warrior. He supported Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And in the Battle of Uhud, Hamza bin Abdul Muttalib was murdered by a slave called Wahshi ibn Harb. Wahshi was a slave who wanted his freedom. His master said to Wahshi, Wahshi, if you murder Hamza, I will free you. So Wahshi only came to this battle, the Battle of Uhud, with one mission. The mission was to murder Hamza. But the sad thing is, in the Battle of Uhud, after our great Sahaba were murdered, the Mushrikun did not stop at that. They mutilated the bodies of our great Sahaba. So the body of Hamza was mutilated. When Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam saw the state in which Hamza was, he cried. He could never forget that scene. Years and years later, there was Fath Makkah. After the Fath of Makkah, the Mushrikun of Makkah, they started converting to Islam. From amongst them was Wahshi. Wahshi, he waited for a little while. When he realized many other people were forgiven, he decided to go to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam and give shahada to him, so he can also be forgiven. He went to Rasulullah and Rasulullah asked him, are you the same Wahshi? He said, yes. Rasulullah said, how did you do this? He narrated the entire incident, how he murdered our beloved Hamza radiallahu anhu. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was so sad. He could not raise his head and look at Wahshi. Whenever he looked at Wahshi, it reminded him of the face, of the mutilated face of Hamza. So Rasulullah said to Wahshi, I forgive you, but I cannot forget what you've done. So please do not come in front of me. And after that day, Wahshi did not come in front of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. From this short story, we learn the importance of forgiveness. Rasulullah even forgave those who murdered his family members. Yet we hold on to small grudges forever and don't forgive people around us. Also, we learn another story. The people we choose to be around, our best friends, our social groups, these people have an influence on us. And Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, his best friend was Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was always in Rasulullah's company. So obviously the qualities Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had were going to impact Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu as well. So Abu Bakr was also very forgiving. His daughter Aisha radiallahu anha, our mother, she went through a trial in her life where she went through a slander. And at that time, Abu Bakr used to financially support one of his relatives, a poor relative whose name was Mistah. But later on he found out that this poor relative who he financially supports is the one who is actually gossiping about the slander of his daughter Aisha. Abu Bakr was very upset at Mistah and he decided, I will not financially support him anymore. But then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed in the Quran to continue supporting those who are wealthy. They should continue providing aid to the poor and the needy and the immigrants. And they should forgive, and Allah will forgive them. He's all merciful. He's all forgiving. And when those verses were revealed, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, he decided to continue his financial support for Mistah, because his support was not for Mistah. It was to seek the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he also forgave Mistah. So from these short stories, my dear sisters, we learn the importance of forgiveness. If we forgive others, Allah will forgive us. And also when we forgive others, we purify our heart and mind. And this is all very good for our spiritual well-being. So inshallah, sisters, let's learn to forgive others and follow the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.